Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. I'm tired of hearing these cows. It's time we do something about it. Goodbye, cows. Finally, peace and quiet. Now the cows are gone, I can finally do the rest of my intro. In today's episode, we will be working on our interior for our brand new mega build that we did last episode. If you have not seen it, make sure to check it out. It's one of my favorite episodes I've worked on in a while. But yeah, this is our big old interior. It's so big. This took me the whole week last week to work on. And I was working to the last minute to upload this video, but I was very happy with how the video turned out. We're also going to be making the catacombs. A lot of you guys suggested we do the catacombs instead of making the storage room up here. And I very much agree. But in the meantime, since we got rid of those cows, we kind of have this space open here again. A nice water fountain right here would be pretty nice to kind of tie in the village here. And yeah, so I think we'll do that. We'll kind of round out these paths a bit more so it kind of goes around the water fountain. Then we'll also bring up our path over here. All right, enough blibber blabber, jibber jabber. Let's get into making this fountain. Here is our water fountain. I like it. I like how it looks. The sandstone works with, these two buildings right here pretty well. I was thinking about changing it maybe to tough or something, but I've been using a lot of grays recently on like these two builds and that build over there. So I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it the sandstone. Kind of matches, these three buildings over here and the tower and the bell tower over there. I need to add some lights to that thing, don't I? There we go. That looks so much better at nighttime. What the heck? How come I haven't done that? Now we just gotta make our little dirt paths going around the sides here to make it look a little bit prettier. I need to get rid of these barrels here. If you guys are curious, these barrels have been full of wood because I didn't really have a lot of room in my wood chest, and I was like, may as well just separate them out. I mean, once we get the storage room going, then these will be definitely gone. But for now, I just gotta move them up there. All right, we got all those moved out of the way. Now let's get started on these paths. Look at that. Here is our pathways perfectly installed all the way around here. And I even went up to the church right here. And yeah, these all split up perfectly. I like that. I also added in all the lampposts. I kind of scattered them about and they're pretty simple. I didn't want to go anything crazy because I thought anything crazier might distract a bit too much from the actual beauty of the village. And I added some signs right here at this little junction because I thought this would be kind of cool. Nether temple this way, mine here. Obviously, I know, but, just for the world building, you need a little world building. And when you come down here, it says a really strange message, but maybe you should listen to it. A quick announcement while I have your attention. On Sunday, April 21st, if you're watching this on the day of upload, it is going to be tomorrow. I will be having my first YouTube live stream where I'll be playing on this world and we'll be beating the Ender Dragon for episode 10. So if you want to be there for the live experience and hang out with me and chat, I highly recommend you stop by. Make sure to get subscribed so you'll know exactly when I go live. But it should be about 3 p.m. PST on Sunday, April 21st, 2024. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's start working on the interior here. All right, for these interiors, I think we're going to do some wood floors. Now, I want to try experimenting with some, column designs. So let's see what I can pull off here. So with these columns, I'm going to try going for, a blue kind of hint to them. But they're going to have some texture in them. So let's go. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, and then with some glow lichen, if we just kind of throw some on here. I can also bone meal it. That's kind of nice. There we go. With a little glow lichen on there, it looks like it's chiseled, kind of. And I think that's a really cool look. Lichen has such a great texture up close. It works so well, so versatile. You could use it as a mossy or a cracked brick or something like that. You could put it on stone, it kind of looks cracked. Or you can even use it on the poles right here, for that chiseled look. Or even out here we used it for a mosaic kind of look. It's It's kind of crazy how versatile lichen is. Yeah, now we have these poles in, and we're gonna add in some. I think they're called pews, right? I'm not very caught up to speed on my religion terms, but I think that's about right. So yeah, here are all the pews laid out. This is pretty much what I'm going for, but there's a lot more details I want to do. I want to add a jungle trim here, and I want to add in some more prismarine stairs and just kind of fix up a little bit more of the interior. This interior ain't gonna do itself, so let's get started on it. Here we are. This is our interior for the church. I love how it looks. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, we got the nice columns here, and I did 3 of them on each side, and it carries a nice little, you know, leading. Whoa, hey, I'm recording here, man. Oh my gosh. And then we have our nice glass pane mosaic with the guardian face right in there. And yes, indeed, this whole church is gonna be guardian themed. Just like because I think it's kind of cool for the guardian to be like a religious figure. And this Enderman has been there the whole time, by the way. And then we got our nice cyan carpet leading right up to the prismarine altar, I guess. Yeah, altar. Then we have like a casket right here, or like I don't know what you call it, a coffin. Yeah, a coffin, I think. Bunch of candles around just to kind of give that whole like religious, ritualistic feel, similar to how we did the Nether temple over there. And then we also have these. Oh, I love these. These are so cool. Use 2 lightning rods and some candles on top, and it looks like it's just a light stick, you know, with candles on top, and it creates a nice moody lighting, and I think it looks really cool. And we got our window frames, some buttons, and some hanging lights. And I used the soul lanterns because I used the regular lanterns first, and it was like too bright in those corners. I didn't want to drag too much attention over there, but I do want them to also still feel like they exist. And then obviously I kept these areas up top here dark. Why are there 2 Endermen in here? And then we got some nice wooden trims, and of course the chandeliers. We have 3 tiers of chandelier. And yeah, I think these look super cool, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. Now we have to worry about the catacombs. And I'm still trying to think of how we're gonna do this, and I'm leaning towards doing a sort of like deep dark city theme underneath. I don't know how, but I think a lot of you guys mentioned that because we have the ancient city right underneath our base, like literally right underneath our base, you guys were saying it might be pretty cool to try to integrate that somehow into the church, and I definitely agree. So we'll try to use some sculk blocks maybe, and some deep slate, maybe even some blackstone too, just to like break this, like bring this block even darker when we go underground. I think that makes sense, you know, like the gradient. So are you our first person joining our religion? Oh, I see that rooted dirt there. Where'd you take that from? Where'd you get that from, guy, huh? Yeah, walk away. I want it back. I'm sorry. Comboed. All right, where's that other Enderman at? Because I actually do want these ender pearls. There you are. Come here, boy. Oh, come here. Look at that. Oh, 6 pearls. How many do we have total right now? I wonder how close we are to getting enough eyes of ender. Oh, we have plenty. Oh yeah, we're set. We're ready to go to the end whenever we need. I love that. I'm very happy with my progress so far today. I think we're gonna start working on the catacombs because I desperately want a storage room. I'm so tired of running around trying to get all these blocks together. Like, I've started giving up on these chests. Like, look at this. This is just a mess in here, and even over here, like, I'm doing a decent job, but like these chests are starting to get a little messy over, especially this chest. Oh, all the candles and all the glazed terracotta and dye I had to use. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm getting very tired of keeping organized and so like spread across the area. So I'm ready to condense into a single storage room. So yeah, let's get started on that. Oh, I'm in love with this interior, but I have finally, after a long few grueling days, we have made the storage room, aka the catacombs underneath the church. I'm very happy with how this looks. It's gonna have a lot of storage. I'm thinking like we put all of our blocks on this side and we put all of our items on this side. And then over here in this gap, I was thinking like, I've put a few thoughts into it, but I'm not fully set on what we're gonna do here. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, please comment below. Just to get my idea out, I guess. I was thinking about putting a sort of minecart system here where I could select where I want to go, or maybe where I want to ship some items off into with a minecart track, and then I could select like starter house or the mines or maybe the vineyard. I don't know, just like some places. Maybe when we expand further out and about, this will become a bit more useful, but it would just be an easy way to transport back and forth between A and B place back to here, and then I'm all here with all my items, and could even work with like chests and stuff, right? Sending back a chest full of items, and then eventually when I come back here, I can just go into that chest and dump everything how I need to. But yeah, I was thinking about doing like some redstone stuff. I was debating on it, but I think I'm just gonna stick with a nice and simple manual storage system. I usually don't mind that too much, so I think we'll do that, but maybe in the future, we could also expand. Maybe we just have this as an expansion. It could be like a shulker loader or something like that. I don't know. I've never really done redstone storage room before, so that would be a very interesting take to do on it, but maybe it is worth doing. But let's place down all of our chests. I think we have enough wood for it now. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to organize. You guys have no idea. Okay, let's get all the chests down. Yeah, 5 by, what is that, 7? Oh, 5 by 7 by 2. 5 times 7, 45. 45 times 2, 90? I need 90 chests. That's not too bad, actually. Another half stack should bring us over, right? Actually, no, there's no way. Wait, maybe I can't math. This is 45. Oh, each... Wait, this is 45? 1, 2, 3. I wish I could math harder. Okay, well, I'm gonna need even more. I do like how the storage room looked, though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But it was starting to get a little messy, like this chest right here, this chest, like these two especially, I was just dumping stuff in them. And then like the dirt chest was super full, and I had to get another stone chest, like, I couldn't handle it anymore. Okay, I only had 4 chests, not really worth coming back here. Look at that, oh, walls of chests. And then we'll get item frames on all of these, so let's make a bunch of those. Okay, so I know 45, I'm gonna need 90 item frames. Is that... I feel like that number just doesn't feel realistic. Doesn't feel right. But it has to be because math be mathin'. But maybe I'm bad at math. That is 90. Okay, that's 90 exactly. See, math don't be mathin'. Am I stupid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45. So 45 on one wall. And then 45 times 2 is 90. Okay, dude, I don't freaking understand. I can't math. It doesn't matter. Now that we have storage, let's figure out where we're gonna put all of our stuff. All right, this side's all filled up now. We got all of our items. We got our stones on the left, and then we got our dirt blocks, you know, like the natural shovel blocks, I guess. Right here, we got all of our colorful blocks right there, and all of our woods on the right. I like how that looks, nice and organized. This side, the item side. Literally no idea how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna start grabbing all my stuff and just eventually it'll all kind of, I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, there's a lot of spots for items here. So maybe we'll have some, if there's not enough block spots here, then maybe we'll have like half of these be blocks, and then we'll have a little section here that's all the items, you know. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm really excited to be able to be like, oh, I need deep slate, and it's all in here, you know. Really excited for that, and eventually when we get shulkers, it'll be a whole new, or maybe not a whole new system, but we'll be able to use shulkers and somehow have them like autofill maybe. I don't know. I want to mess with redstone in this hardcore world. I usually don't do much redstone, so it would be very cool to mess with that. Alright guys, we have our catacombs and our new storage system all set up down there. I still have all these chest monsters kind of lying around, like over there and over here and over there and even over there and then even over by the nether portal. I'm gonna move all that stuff off camera because, to be quite honest, I don't really want to organize right now. I think it's time for us to connect up our gatehouse with our church, and I think a nice like ruined wall kind of coming out to like right over here-ish, maybe even a little bit further out. It's kind of thinking a nice wall coming out here. And then maybe we could have some like rubble of a wall right here. Maybe keep it in this theme, coming kind of close over here, maybe a bit more on the edge there. And I was thinking we have a gap right here and a nice big oak tree would look really cool right here. I also think I'm thinking in framing, right? Framing is a big thing with this village that I'm trying to accomplish. I think I've said that once before, but when I was taking this thumbnail the other day for the last episode, I was like, I really need something right here. So I made a little quick tree, took the thumbnail, and then I tore it down right after because I was like, okay, hold on. This isn't big enough. I made that tree and I thought it was pretty big and it wasn't big enough. So I think a nice big oak tree here, probably a bit taller than this, but no taller than like probably about there in terms of like height, you know? So nice big tree. Thicker stump too, like right, we have this as like our thinnest tree trunk, and then we have our other trees that are just about 1 log wide. And I think we need to go about a 2x2, maybe even a 3x3 for this. And I'm thinking an apple tree might be pretty cool too with it. Integrate a little bit of red in there, and I have a good idea on how we're gonna do that without having to use any like player heads or any other like kind of non-vanilla things, because I'm trying to keep this as vanilla as possible. The only thing that we don't have that's not vanilla is the 121 experiments and bundles. Yeah, we actually do have bundles enabled, but I don't think I'm ever going to craft one. They're not useful. All right, let's get started with this wall and our oak tree. All right, we got our walls in. I like how they look a lot. I like the shape I did with this one where it's kind of, you know, it's nice and even, then it kind of breaks down a little bit, and we got some evenness right here, and then it goes all the way down. And especially with this one, it's just nice and gradual. I kind of want to add a little bit of like wear and tear on the sides, more in the vein of like rubble, right? So let's add some of those in, and I thought I'd do it on camera with you guys. You know, I thought it'd be fun. So first we'll do some cobblestone and some like walls. We just want to create like some jagged shapes, right? We don't want there to be too much uniformity. And I'll also like a lot of the solid blocks like this don't really work because it kind of, I mean, obviously the rest of this wall is very flat. So if we kind of break that up with like walls and such, it'll create a lot more, it'll create the idea that it's not stable, right? So let's add a few more of those. I'm thinking even at the bottom here, we can add in, oh yeah, there's no stone walls. I think I got stone brick. That works too. Yeah, it kind of just breaks it up a little bit. And we can even, like where the stairs are supposed to be, we can replace those with just cobblestone. And then down here, we'll throw another wall and then maybe some slab. Slab right there. And actually, I might even make this diorite to make it seem like part of the diorite or like the wider part of the wall has fallen down. Maybe even right here, we can do a piece of diorite, kind of bring it down. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's sleep. Good morning. Then we gotta do the same thing on this side. Let's break up this. Nice. And then we'll break this entirely. And we'll go with a stone. I'd make any stone slabs. Let's just make half a stack of stone slabs. And we'll throw one right there. And maybe even a wall right there. Oh, yeah. I like that. Just a lot of rubble lying around. And I think even adding some buttons in here would look really cool. Definitely looks like it's falling apart, right? It definitely looks like rubble. You can even climb it if you really wanted to. All right, let's do the same thing on this side. Wall, slab. Nice. I think that looks pretty sweet. And let's do it over there. We'll use a bit more diorite on this side. Okay, how does that feel? Oh, it looks pretty good. I like it. It's subtle. Doesn't need to be a lot. I just want that to break that up a little bit. And then we'll throw a wall and some slabs around here. All right, now that we got our walls kind of all debrised out, I don't know what else to call it, man. We should add our brick kind of roof that we got going on here and just add it along the sides on the solid sides, right? So when it when it starts to fall apart here, we'll get rid of the wall. Like we'll kind of transition it like right around there. And we'll do the same here. And then we probably won't do anything here, but we'll have the wall go out to about there. Just to continue the trim here, and I think that'll look really good too. So let me go grab some bricks. All right, we got our blocks. Let's start placing. Oh, I like how that looks a lot, actually. Yeah, I like how that looks. And I even crafted up some jungle buttons here, and I think these might look pretty decent, just like every other block. And obviously, as it gets closer to the edge there, we don't have a block. I'm gonna get rid of that granite slab. Boop. Does that feel a little bit better? Oh yeah. All right, let's do it on this side now. There we go. Oh, I like how that look. I like that little hint of, hey, there used to be a wall right here, and there's only a little few pieces hanging off, but you know, it's falling apart from there. What if I even do like a brick slab right there? Maybe even there. That looks okay. All right, then we'll add in our boutons. All right, how's it look from out here? Let's see. Grand reveal. Ooh, I like that a lot. And coming up to the village when our eventual path is created. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. We'll definitely add some more like, we'll add something right here for sure. Might even be like a little, I don't know. What do people put in front of gatehouses? Like if you be thinking medieval, right? Or like just like ancient times, ancient times. What would they put here? I wonder what, yeah, if you guys think of anything that I could shove in this little spot right here right before the gatehouse that would look nice and pretty, let me know in the comments below. I love taking your guys' suggestions. You guys are very creative. All right, I think right here is where we're gonna make our tree, and I kind of want to make it almost right where the wall used to be. We'll make it like a little bit away, like right here is probably right where the center of the trunk is gonna be. Oh man, so much space to fill over here. I'm so excited about how our village is growing though. Oh, do you hear the music? I think it's time for a time lapse. Let's hop into our time lapse to make this beautiful tree. Tree time. And here we have our big tree right between our gatehouse and our church. I'm pretty okay with it right now. I definitely am gonna keep tweaking it between episodes here. I can't quite figure out the shape of these leaves. So I'm gonna have to do a bit more research on like real trees, you know? But I wanted to go with like the theme of these trees, right, that are kind of scattered about and just do a really big one. But I might have to rethink that, or maybe just kind of rethink how the leaves look. I think the trunk is totally fine. But yeah, I've been messing with this for a little bit and I can't quite figure it out. But I'm pretty happy with it regardless. I think it's just the shape of these leaves. They're a bit estranged. I think having a bit more out here and on the other side might help, and then a bit taller too in terms of the bush up ahead. But yeah, I'm glad it at least exists now. It fills in this space a lot better. Also scales like this church a lot better. So maybe even having some smaller trees like those, or like that size tree, and like the ones that we've made over there, just some smaller ones around might also help with that. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and I'm really happy with how the walls look with it now. The walls definitely kind of frame up this tree to exist right there. I think it's super cool. It's that time of the video. It's comment time. In our first comment, we have a comment from QWERTY1337X. My childhood cat Gammon died this week. She was a black cat like yours. Could you name your cat Gammon in her memory, please? Indeed, I will, and I'm very sorry about your loss. I'm sorry about little kitty. I'm a big cat guy, personally myself, and my cat is currently sitting on my lap. Her name is Katie, and she's an orange tabby. So eventually we'll get an orange tabby, and I want to fill up this world with a lot of your guys' animals or like pet name suggestions. I think that's a really fun idea. But yeah, I already named this black cat Gammon earlier in the episode. I guess I cut it out. I don't really remember doing that, but I did. So here's Gammon in our world. So there you go, QWERTY. And once again, I'm sorry for your loss. Another comment, some other of the brothers left is from Unnoticed Guy and 4-String Guitar 69-1. You guys essentially said you love the church. Thank you. Flattered. The subject of these comments was essentially adding some street lamps around the city, and I did that right here. I did that earlier in the episode, and I also cut out that part. Don't know why, but I did. Yeah, so here's you guys' street lamps. I hope you guys like them. They're just simple. I don't think it's worth going super detailed with them because, you know, they're street lamps, and like a lot of the focus is the actual buildings and hopefully some more of the foliage and stuff once we get to that point. The other comment I got was from Devin Sherney 7849. Maybe make a big candle chandelier in your church. More of your cool dripping candles too. And the mosaic stained glass looks awesome, by the way. Thank you. Shout out B-dubs once again for the mosaics in the front. There's your chandeliers right up above. I have like, we got 3 chandeliers. We got the 2 on the sides here a little bit higher up, and then we got the middle one drooping down a bit further. You don't really notice them when you're like looking at this level, but if you look up at all, you notice them, and I think it fills up the space very well. And yeah, the chandeliers are pretty cool. I'll use a cheaty cam real quick if you guys want to look at the design of these. But it's mostly copper. I got a little bit of acacia fences there just to connect those up. But yeah, those look awesome. And I also did the drooping candles, like you said, over here on these sides where, all the candles are. And yeah, it's not too much, it can get a little crazy sometimes with the detailing. So I just kind of kept it minimal there. I even did this birch trapdoor here. Oops. For like a little extra drip. And I didn't want to like take over that wall. So I just did a little trapdoor. And a lot of you guys suggested also trying to integrate the deep dark, or the ancient city, sorry, into our catacombs here. I kind of tried to. It was tough because I didn't want to use all the blackstone on here because then it would be like super dark down here. So I did it with just the roof. I think it looks pretty cool. I know blackstone isn't part of a deep or the ancient city, but it has the darkness of it, right? So it kind of works. I think it would be cool to add some skulk veins kind of grown up the walls here. Let's see if I have any skulk like that. Okay, yeah, we don't have any skulk veins, unfortunately. I guess I'll have to go down there and gather some. Ooh, scary. Alright, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. We had a lot of progress today, didn't we? We made this fountain here. We made, camera guy, turn around. Thank you. We made this wall over here and this tree, connecting up our 2 previous builds. Alright, camera guy, back to me. Thank you. Yeah, I had a great time with this episode. I think detailing is like my favorite part of Minecraft and just like world building, and I think we're getting to that point where we might start expanding outwards from our village here and experimenting with new build styles. So I'm excited for that. Don't forget, and do not forget that tomorrow, as of upload, Sunday, April 21st at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST, I will be killing the Ender Dragon. I'll be doing it live on YouTube here on this very channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed to get the notifications, and of course, if you like the video, drop a like. I really do appreciate it. I've been having such a blast working on this series. It's so hard getting the time in to work on this series too, though, because of my 2 jobs. I get really busy, but I really want to stick with the Saturday schedule because it's a nice little challenge, and I like uploading to YouTube. I think it's pretty fun. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys for the live stream on Sunday. If you don't make it, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.